Nyt alkaa Hopeisen korvakorun tapauksen 3. osa. Sir Bromsbyn murhan tutkinta johti Holmesin Bromsbyn asianajajan Horace Fowlettin taloon. Siellä löydettiin luonnos Bromsbyn viimeisestä tahdosta ja Fowlett itse kuolleena. Joku Fowlettin näköinen oli kuitenkin lähtenyt junalla jonnekin. Holmes löysi vihjeen entisestä Fairfax-teatterista, joka on Bromsbyn sementitehtaan alueella. Hän on mennyt tutkimaan tätä tehdasta.
Closed. Come, Watson. Watson, stay by this window and let me know as soon as you see a large man coming from the other side of the street.
All right, Holmes.
Watsonilla ei ole koskaan omia suunnitelmia.
They must have never cleaned here before. This key reminds me of another. Photographs of several completed projects of Bromsby's enterprises. Let's have a closer look. It is young Grimble, and there are visible signs of family resemblance between the two men. What a beautiful model. Something else is needed here. This is a veritable museum. I'll examine this statue of Ganesh. A miniature of Bromsby. Closed. 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 Closed.
Rahan siirroissa on ollut samanlaisia tapahtumia. Miksi? Toinen huomio. Jotkin siirrot ovat Grimblen ja toiset Bromsbyn nimissä tehtyjä.
Is there anything under this tiger? This writing is very hesitant and jittery.
Uhkauskirje Grimblelle, allekirjoitus 2VC. Onko sen lähettänyt Winston Churchill? Ei, se on varmaan Wyatt Collins.
Grimble will know that his drawer was opened if I take this key. I can't keep these documents.
Uhkaus Melvynille, allekirjoitus 2V. Se on varmaan myös Wyatt Collin silta, samanlainen käsiala. Lehtiuutinen kertoo kapteeni Lowrien kuolemasta Bombayssa. Hänen naapureitaan olivat Bund ja Waters. Hän oli osallistunut Kalidassa-Rotkonsillan rakennusprojektiin. Hänellä oli ollut erimielisyyksiä esimiesten kanssa.
Hurry, Holmes! I see someone coming.
One moment. I must take care that everything appears undisturbed. Quickly, let us secure a cab. I must send several messages of great importance.
Please sit down, Holmes. Even if you do not intend to eat, your constant agitation has been tiresome all evening. Besides, it threatens to ruin my digestion.
Yes, but this activity allows me to concentrate. I suppose in the solving of this case, my brain must have priority over your stomach.
Ah, Holmes!
Hush, Watson. I can hear steps on the stairs. But the tread is too heavy to belong to the person I was expecting. Ah, it would seem that the army has arrived. In time to settle our quarrel.
I hope I've not disturbed you gentlemen by arriving unannounced and at such a late hour.
Nonsense. Please come in, Lieutenant. We are pleased with the diversion offered by your presence.
Well, frankly speaking, I came with the hope that I could learn something of your progress on the case.
But you must tell me first, what is your interest in this case?
Oh, I see. Well, you must understand that, well, to speak plainly, Mr. Holmes, here is my position. I had not set foot on British soil for quite some time until now. A few short days ago, I saw an angel. It was Miss Lavinia, whom I then dared fall in love with. There it is, and I'm not afraid to say it.
My good man, your meaning escapes me.
Several moments later, her father lies dead, and she is considered the main suspect in this affair. But I tell you, this is impossible, because I could not and dared not take my eyes off of her.
So what is your concern?
It seems my unguarded and devoted attentions towards Miss Bromsby during her troubled days have left no doubt as to my true feeling for her. Inspector Lestrade has intimated that the court may consider my testimony to be tainted by my affections, thus my evidence disregarded. What is worse, I could even be accused of giving false evidence.
Ah, that is horrible. We will take every effort to avoid it.
Mind yourself! What do you want of me?
That is why I have come to see you, Mr. Holmes. If I must seem to abandon her to save her honour and her life, then I will leave. Even if it means the absolute destruction of our happiness. But you, Mr. Holmes, could you intervene so that I will not be brought to this terrible choice? I will be eternally in your debt.
Naturally, you must not lose hope, young man. Am I not right, Holmes?
Anything is possible, Watson. Your hope is based on an assurance, which, in good faith, I cannot give, my dear Lieutenant. However, I can give you this advice. Abandoning Miss Bromsby will do her case no good, even if her appearance in the dock proves unavoidable. Well, goodbye, Lieutenant.
I will heed your advice, Mr. Holmes.
Wait, I will see you to the door.
We got him, Mr. Holmes. He was going into the Bromsby cement works.
What did you say, Wiggins?
The man you're looking for went into the Bromsby cement works, mister, to the rear entrance. It was at night. Stapleton spotted him clear as day. Isn't that right, Stapleton?
Here's your money, and your extra guinea as promised. Well earned, lads. Bravo, Stapleton!
Sometimes, Holmes, I do not know what stops me from...
What are you going on about, Watson?
You know very well what I am referring to. This brave young soldier is in total despair and broke down in tears in these very rooms. But the great Sherlock Holmes could not give him a farthing of hope or compassion. No, on the contrary, the great Holmes assures him instead that his beloved will likely stand trial, which...
We do not have time to argue my methods. My irregulars have just found the mysterious passenger who took the train with a man presumed to be Horace Fowlett on the very night that Fowler was murdered. Our elusive passenger has been traced to the Bromsby cement works. There is not a moment to lose. I must return to that place. Are you with me?
The Bromsby cement works? Of course.
According to Mr. Goblet, The cement factory will be guarded by a pair of dogs. We need to be very discreet. Come, Watson. Stay here, Watson. If anyone attempts to scale this wall, then cross over to this side. Make as much noise as you can to attract the guard.
Be careful, Holmes.
I must get to the main office and locate the key to the Fairfax Theatre without being noticed by the guard and his dogs. I must stay hidden at all times when I move.
Tämä kohta pelissä näyttää haasteelliselta, mutta se on itse asiassa helppo suorittaa. Tässä nähdään, miten Holmes, vartija ja koira liikkuvat pihalla. Holmesin täytyy liikkua ilman, että koira tai vartija huomaa häntä, mutta se ei ole yhtään vaikeaa.
Perfect, I am here. I believe I shall find the key in this office. I must repeat all the steps I took before to get the Fairfax Theatre key in Grimble's desk.
Aivan kuin viime kerralla, ota mini Bromsby patsaasta ja laita se sillan malliin, niin saat avaimen pöytälaatikkoon. Holmes oli laittanut esineet entisille paikoilleen viime kerran päätteeksi, jotta kukaan ei huomaa, että täällä on käyty. On hankalampaa liikkua täällä pimeässä, mutta onneksi paikka on tuoreessa muistissa.
Observe, Grimble must have been here.
Grimble on jättänyt uuden dokumentin. Siinä kerrotaan vetoomuksesta tuomioistuimelle etuuksien siirtymisen määrittämiseksi. Jotta se onnistuu, tarvitaan oikeudellinen ennakkotapaus. Lyhyesti sanottuna tämä on monimutkaista lakitekstiä.
Now I shall travel to the Fairfax Theatre, but I must take care that the guard does not see me.
Holmes voi ohittaa vartijan tai koiran ilman vaaraa.
Come, Watson, let us enter. Watson, look to the gate and let me know if a guard or anyone else is coming.
All right, Holmes.
My word, I can't see anything.
Aikana ennen sähkölampujen yleistymistä ihmisillä täytyi olla aina tulitikkuja, dyhtyjä tai kynttilöitä varten.
I need something. Damp white footsteps. Somebody has been here before us. This lock is very old. I think I may be able to force it. Let us enter. I must light the lamp. I can't see a thing. Ah, now I see better. Traces of blood and hair. The theatre was transformed into a warehouse when Bromsby bought it. Few traces remain from the old days.
Jos tämä olisi toimintapeli, tällainen synkkä paikka sopisi jonkun vihollisen hyökkäykseen.
This place is rather sinister. Quicklime! I must take precautions, as this substance is quite dangerous. The knot is too tight. I need something to cut it. This is quicklime. I need a mask to protect myself. Ah, a clean cloth. I can use it as a mask. At least with this improvised mask, I can now enter the room with the quicklime.
Maskia ei ole animoitu tähän jostain syystä. Sinun täytyy vain kuvitella, että se on Holmesin kasvoilla.
We are running out of time. I need something to remove the body.
Jo kolmas murhattu ihminen tässä tapauksessa. Holmesilla on vastassaan tosi julmia rikollisia.
A passport issued to a man named Johansson. Perfect! A bottle of liqueur from the Richmond Abbey. Watson, over here! Watson, go secure a white cloth around your face. One can be found in the room.
All right, Holmes. Oh, poor devil.
Yes, there is something of the devil in this. However, I'm sure in a way you have not considered. We should take our leave as quietly as we came. I do hope that Lestrade will follow my instructions to the letter. If we want to keep our advantage in this inquiry, no one can know that we have discovered the body.
Seuraavan kohtauksen nimi voisi olla Holmes ja Watson hyökkäyksen kohteena.
It seems to me that we have gathered all of the key elements, Watson. However, before we retire, let's summarize our findings. The questions should be answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation. A passport issued to a man named Johansson. Perfect.
Tutkinnan aikana kertyneitä johtolankoja täytyy käydä läpi silloin tällöin. Vähän aikaa sitten tehty puinen lelu Etelä-Amerikasta. Lavuaarista oli löytynyt rasvaista meikkiä, jota näyttelijät käyttävät. Krimpleen kanssa kuvassa oli ollut vapaa muurarin sormusta käyttävä henkilö. Rahan siirroissa oli ollut joka kuukautena 400 puntaa lähetettynä intialaiselle yhtiölle Bromsbyn nimissä.
It is simplicity itself, Watson. We have answered all the questions.
Good morning, Holmes. During this long night, I got little rest. I cannot forget the terrible face on that poor fellow we found last night. And I won't even mention those unfortunate men we encountered purely through bad luck.
You say bad luck, Watson? I think not. Lestrade will have something to say about this point when he arrives. Our dear Mrs. Hudson, she must surely have risen in the middle of the night to prepare such a feast. I presume that you have your notes, Lestrade. Good. Here are mine. You seem to be somewhat tired, my dear Lestrade. You must calm yourself.
Somewhat tired? Holmes, read it for yourself in the Morning Times. It speaks only of crisis, riots, and perhaps even revolution in the streets. The bank's in a panic, froze the entire assets of the Bromsbyn company. Now Grimble's unable to pay his workers. They're leaving their work sites, marching in the streets, and even now breaking everything they see.
Good God!
My superiors inform me that in 3 days' time, Bromsby's largest suppliers threaten to stop all deliveries if a solution isn't found. It seems that the future of this city and even more depends on the resolution of this case, and I must admit I'm at a complete loss. My superiors are harassing me hourly. Every day brings some new find to bedevil me, like a corpse in the night or some other mystery that confuses this case even more. And with all of this, you want me to calm myself?
Watson, would you be so kind as to pour a cup of tea for Inspector Lestrade? You see, Lestrade, the dimensions of this case are merely a reflection of the larger faults of our fragile and complicated society. London can be viewed as a game of 4 million dominoes, which are placed one after another, just so. Should some event cause one domino to fall, then another domino shall surely fall as well, and so it will continue. To stop this chain reaction, there is only one alternative. You must remove a domino, and this reaction shall cease. I agree that the sudden spectacle of all of these falling dominoes is most disconcerting. This may lead one to make the reckless decision to remove any domino at hand to try and stop the tide of these events. But it is critical that we concentrate our efforts and reason on only one question. Which domino shall we take away? Or rather, which one are we obliged to take away due to its critical position in the chain of dominoes?
I know, Holmes. My superiors demand a guilty party, and they will have him. No later than the day after tomorrow. it matters little that I doubt his guilt. We discovered certain documents that offer proof that Grimble misappropriated funds for a personal enterprise while he was an associate in India. Sir Bromsby had discovered these improprieties, which gives Grimble an excellent motive to seek Sir Bromsby's death. So I have two strong possibilities for the guilty man. But I lack definitive evidence that favours one or the other. My choice is now ruled solely by a number of important presumptions and will have two immediate consequences. One of these individuals will obtain ownership rights in the Bromsby Company, and the other will have the executioner's rope. Either way, Holmes, we've identified one of your attackers. If you need me, I'll be at Sherringford Hall tonight.
You have shaken him, Holmes.
Such was my intent. In such a complicated case, the police have their uses. I cannot bear if they start to lose their efficiency and reason. I'm going to get dressed while you study Lestrade's findings.
I must read the documents Holmes gave me.
Raportissa kerrotaan, että Grimble on voinut lähettää Bromsbyn yhtiöltä rahasummia jollekin yhtiölle, missä hän on omistaja tai ainakin osakkeen omistaja, eli hän olisi kavaltanut työnantajaltaan rahoja jollekin toiselle taholle. Grimble tunsi hyvin Fowlettin. Hänellä ei ole varmistettua alibia yölle, jolloin Fowlet murhattiin. Hän olisi voinut tehdä sen, koska Fowlet tiesi ongelmista Grimblen ja Bromsbyn välillä. Lisäksi Fowlet ja Grimble muistuttivat toisiaan. Tässä kerrotaan Wung-Jei-nimisestä aasialaisesta, joka harjoittaa rikollista toimintaa huonoilla alueilla. Hän oli joskus töissä Firefox-teatterissa. Tässä kerrotaan luutnantti Harringtonista. Hän on tosiaan ollut loistava sotilas armeijassa, mutta hän ei kunnioittanut sääntöjä eikä auktoriteetteja tarpeeksi.
The devil, this mystery darkens.
This investigation provides us with a new corpse every day. Come, Watson, you can read that later.
It looks like we are in the midst of the Bromsby workers' demonstration.
Here we are, Watson, 29 Strokes Alley.
By Jove, if it isn't Sherlock Holmes.
Hello, Appleby. You're always nearby when there's a whiff of gunpowder in the air, aren't you?
Of course, Mr. Holmes. But what are you doing here? Aren't you working with Inspector Lestrade on the Bromsby investigation?
Appleby, I have every reason to believe that the murder of Hunter directly relates to that very case. May I ask you to tell me what you know, and then give me leave to examine the scene?
Of course, Mr. Holmes.
What are the facts?
Last night, between 9 and 9:15, a fellow came for me. I was at the pub, which lies a bit further down the lane. He told me that there was the sound of a shot from this bungalow. When we got here, the door was locked. After the landlady got her key, I opened the door. There I saw the dead man lying on the floor. And here we are.
What did you do next?
Well, Inspector Gregson is in charge of the case. He's due to arrive today to start the official investigation. At least they've removed the body.
Do you have any further details about his death?
He was killed by a bullet right through his heart. There was just one shot. At first glance, it appears to have been a small caliber weapon. His landlady told me that he was a common fellow with nothing to remark about, no friends to speak of, not even a lady friend.
A lonely soul.
He has been staying here for 2 years. The landlady told me he spent most of his time with this flower garden. Indeed, I can't believe that somebody could murder a man because of his hydrangeas.
Who has been inside?
Only myself and my assistant to help with the removal of the body. The landlady made her identification of the man after he was removed and then left for her sisters.
Have you found anything in the room that points to the murderer?
For the moment, no. When I entered the first time, the window facing the street was open. I closed it and secured the shutters as well. It is possible to expect anything with those demonstrators in the streets. Does this advance the investigation of the Bromsby case?
If you could wait for me here, Watson. Could you open the room for me now, Appleby? It's a trace of human blood.
Tarvittiinko tosiaan suurennuslasia määrittämään, mitä ainetta oli lattialla?
Strange sketches. This is brand new. I need something. This footstep is incomplete. It is larger than the size 8, but smaller than a 12. Someone used this window to leave.
Murhaaja lähti ikkunan kautta. Se on helppo päätellä.
Thank you, Appleby. I have learnt nothing conclusive. Tell me, Watson, would you mind strolling in the garden to wait for Gregson?
What in the name of reason are you looking for, Holmes?
What a curious small flower. Several bills for the sum of £21. Watson, we need to secure the item that was pawned under this ticket with all due haste. Could you take care of it? We shall meet this evening at Sherringford Hall.
All right, Holmes.
Let us return to Baker Street.
Antti Lainaamon kuitti kertoo eksoottisesta korusta. Vaikka siinä on etuliite kultainen, kyseessä taitaa olla hopeinen korvakoru.
We must learn the identity of the dead man discovered in the cement factory. Let's examine his belongings. A bottle of liqueur from the Richmond Abbey. I must have a book that speaks about this abbey. Richmond's Abbey. I believe it was built in the 15th century to house an order of Anglican monks. It should surely be there. Let's visit this place, but in disguise. Let's see if this place is located on the map.
Pelin teossa erehdyttiin, kun mainittiin anglikaanit 15. vuosisadalla. Anglikaanien kirkko ilmautui vasta 16. vuosisadalla.
Yes, my son?
I am sorry to disturb you, brother, but, well, you see, I have a matter of great importance which led me here, and I am certain that you may be of help. Well, I am looking for my brother. Not a brother like yourself, but rather my brother by birth. He might have joined the order, but I think it is unlikely. You see, he has not always chosen the right path in life. I recently learned that he had had some troubles, and I have been frantic to find him. One of his acquaintances told me that my brother had spoken of Richmond's Abbey. My brother's name is James Little. Perhaps you know of him? If I ask you some questions, would it trouble you? It would at the least help me to learn whether he is here. He is unaware, but recently we received a small inheritance. I think if he were told of this, it would ease his mind and help him put these troubles behind him. This forest is most impressive.
It is very large. If someone were to hide in there, it would be most difficult to find them.
The Abbey produces a fine liquor, doesn't it?
Yes, we distill a liquor that contains medicinal herbs. It does allow us a small income, but it also can attract certain rascals. That's why we are mindful of inquisitive strangers.
Have there been any burglaries?
Oh, we do get the occasional tramp. They sometimes seek shelter in the old ruins that lie in the midst of the forest. They have been known to trespass into our sacred cloister, seeking some sustenance. At least, that is always their tale upon discovery. But it is only the liquor that goes missing.
Do you know the way to these ruins?
Many paths lead there. If you are prepared for a walk, you may take the path that lies 30 meters in that direction.
Thank you very much, brother. I would not at all be surprised if my brother is discovered to be the architect of your recent thefts, as he may well be hiding within the forest ruins. Sadly, for some time now, he has suffered from an addiction to strong drink. Please allow me to indemnify these losses on my brother's behalf. I'm afraid it will have to come from his share of the inheritance. Goodbye.
Good luck, my brother.
Not very engaging.
Tämä metsä olisi myös otollinen paikka roistojen tai hirviöiden hyökkäykselle, jos tämä olisi toimintapeli eikä älyllisiä haasteita sisältävä peli.
I can go no further.
Holmesin täytyy päästä raunioille polkuja pitkin, mutta se on vaikeaa, koska jotkin polut päättyvät umpikujaan. Tämä metsä on eräänlainen labyrintti.
I am being watched. Take heed. What can it be? Is it near there? A bottle of liqueur from the Richmond Abbey. I smell smoke.
Nyt on syytä tallentaa peli, koska tulossa on haaste, joka voidaan joutua tekemään alusta uudestaan.
some water to douse this fire, else we lose precious evidence.
Sillä on 1 minuutti aikaa sammuttaa tuli, tai muuten hän menettää todisteita. Siinä voidaan epäonnistua, jos ei muisteta oikeaa reittiä takaisin lammelle, joka nähtiin aiemmin. Annan Holmesin eksyä ja myöhästyä, jotta nähdään, mitä tapahtuu sen jälkeen.
And now, quickly, I must find some water.
Game over. Holmes ei ratkaissut tapausta ilman tärkeitä todisteita. Lavinia joutui syytetyksi isänsä murhasta ja Grimble tappoi itsensä. Bromsbyn yhtiö romahti ja siitä seurasi pitkä kriisi. Holmes joutui katumaan tätä kaikkea lopun ikänsä. Onneksi on mahdollista palata viimeksi tallennettuun kohtaan ja pelastaa todisteet.
Quick, some water to douse this fire, else we lose precious evidence.
Epäonnistuin tässä tehtävässä, kun pelasin peliä ensi kerran. En muistanut oikeaa reittiä, enkä edes löytänyt ämpäriä polun varrelta.
And now, quickly, I must find some water.
Holmes kantaa ämpäriä mukanaan, vaikka sitä ei näy. Olisi ollut liian vaikeaa animoida se heilumaan hänen kädessään. Klikkaaminen väärässä kohdassa kuvakulman vaihtumisen aikana voi aiheuttaa viivytyksen. Jos Holmessa tosiaan kantaa ämpäriä täynnä vettä juoksemalla, osan vedestä pitäisi leikkyä pois matkan aikana, ja kuitenkin vedellä pitäisi pystyä sammuttamaan tulipalo. Oikean reitin löytämisen lisäksi voi olla vaikea saada Holmes juoksemaan koko matka ilman turhaa hidastelua. Todisteet on pelastettu.
My word, I can't see anything. Ah, now I see better. I need something. This is ink. It is not English, and it fell on the floor maybe 2-3 days ago. Someone has slept here. All these papers were gathered and burned. I need to find evidence somewhere else. I need something. Footsteps, size 10. A bottle of liqueur from the Richmond Abbey. Someone knelt here often. How curious. I was positive. Very interesting. I should leave this forest and join Watson at Sherringford Hall. This ink is not made in England.
Tämän paperin takia Holmesin täytyi sammuttaa palo. Kympelösti kirjoitettu kirje. Voidaan päätellä, että Wyatt Collins on kirjoittanut sen. Joku henkilö, todennäköisesti Sir Bromsby, hänen edonsa, on nauttinut menestystä hänen äitinsä rahojen avulla. Puolet siitä omaisuudesta kuuluisi hänelle, mutta hän ei ole tainnut saada mitään. On aika lähteä pois täältä. Ensin Holmesin täytyy mennä metsän polut läpi vielä kerran, ennen kuin hän voi poistua koko paikasta. Automaattinen siirtyminen kirjan sijaintien osion avulla onnistuu vasta, kun Holmes on viety pois metsästä.
Let us return to Sherringford Hall.
Oh, Dr. Watson, beg pardon for imposing on you, but I must get a message to Inspector Lestrade, and
He is just inside, and I'm sure that he would be most eager to assist you.
no, it would be better if he would hear this from you rather than myself. The present situation requires me to be elsewhere. Please be good enough to tell Inspector Lestrade that I renounce any rights to the succession. Also, I will not be at my offices. I would not wish him to waste time looking for me there. Goodbye, and I thank you for your kind assistance, Dr. Watson.
I was upstairs and I could have sworn I just saw that blasted scoundrel Grimble through the window.
Yes, you are right. But you have no chance of catching him now. He has run away as if the very devil himself were after him.
It is not the devil that's after him, but
He gave me a message for you, Lestrade. He said he renounces any rights to the succession.
what do you say? This is astonishing news. This will not prevent me from finding him. I want to know...
Hello, gentlemen. What were you discussing?
Grimble has renounced all possible rights to the succession of Bromsby Enterprises.
But that does nothing to alter the fact that he is the ideal guilty party. Sir Bromsby had very important news that he intended to announce on the day of his death. What if this surprise news was the ouster of Grimble and Bromsby's intent to name his own daughter to succeed him? Do you think something otherwise, Holmes?
No, it is nothing. May I ask you a question, Lestrade? Would it be possible to keep this new information about Grimble from Miss Bromsby, but for a few days?
It's a deuced odd request, but I presume that you must have your reasons. I will do my best to keep this information private till the day after tomorrow.
Thank you, Lestrade. By the way, I would like to speak with Miss Bromsby.
I do believe she's with her faithful knight in her sitting room. This gentleman never, so to speak, leaves her side. If this story spares them any further pain, no doubt they will soon be renowned as the most beautiful couple in London. I am trying not to think about it, but my heart feels heavy that I may have been an instrument of their sorrow.
By the way, my brother Mycroft has answered one of my letters, and his information seems to be most interesting. You can look at it if you would like. I have had a copy made for you.
Mitä Holmes saa selville seuraavaksi? Se nähdään seuraavassa ja kenties viimeisessä pelivideossa.
I hear laughter coming from the powder room.